When's the last time you reflected on your mentality about money and life? Let's talk about it today. What's up, everyone? Thank you for stopping by the Achieve Financial Coaching channel, where we believe in breaking the chains of debt and talking about all things that are related to personal finance. My name is Kenny Simon. I am your personal finance coach. And today I want to quickly get into this video, but I want to talk a little bit about your mentality and your mindset. We hear this word a lot, in corporate settings, and then just walking around every day, you hear people talking about your mindset about one thing or another. And I don't know if we really reflect on it and think about how powerful our mindsets are. So today I want to get into a video about your mindset in terms of whether or not you have a wealth sort of mindset or mentality, or you have a poor or poverty mindset or set of behaviors. So let's talk about that today. Subscribe to the channel, click that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with some friends. Let's get started. So today let's talk a little bit about mindset and kind of compare a handful of things just to give you, as I like to say, some food for thought. A couple of definitions I want to just start with to level set. First, and by the way, these are my own personal definitions. A wealthy mindset, let's start there, or a wealthy mentality. This is a mindset and behaviors that make people believe that the glass is half full. They're kind of optimists, right? People with this mindset are always looking for healthy ways, emphasis on healthy ways to improve their situation, whether it's money, relationships, career, or health. Okay, next definition is sort of a poor mentality or poverty mentality. Again, my personal definition. This is a mindset and behaviors that makes a person believe they will never have enough money. Life is always harder for them than it is for others. They will never get ahead. And they also believe that they only live once, so they spend lavishly and foolishly. They have lots of haters, right? At least in their heads. And that their behavior or their opinions are always correct. I could have expanded on this definition, but basically it's a very toxic definition. It's kind of insidious. It just kind of happens over time and you may not even notice it. And by the way, even quote unquote rich people can have a poor or a poverty mentality, and even people that don't have a lot of financial means can have a wealthy mentality. So let's get into this quick comparison. Okay, right out of the gate, you all know I think money is important, but I will tell you, wealthy people with a wealthy mentality know that money isn't everything. It is not everything. But people with a poor sort of money mentality or poor mentality think that money, for some reason, solves all problems, emphasis on all. Okay, so if you have a wealthy mentality, you always think that you can make more money. There's just this attitude of, I can always make more money. There's always more money to be made. People with a poor mindset always think it's hard to make money, or money is in very limited supply, right? Again, people who have a wealthy and sort of healthy mentality about this know that there is an infinite amount of money and there is always more money to be made. It's sort of that abundance versus scarcity mindset, okay? Also, people with a wealthy mentality make their money work for them. So they invest in things that add to their wealth, right? People with a poor money mentality, they think that you must trade your time for money, right? So they spend their time trying to earn. The poor money mentality people need to realize that if you are trading time for dollars, you will never get ahead. You have to invest in things that go up in value while you are sleeping. People with a wealthy money mentality or a wealthy mentality overall, they spend a small percentage of their money and their wealth on material things. So even when they have expensive items like cars or clothes or big houses, it's still a small percentage relative to what they own and what they have. Poor people, or people with a poor mentality, on the other hand, spend a lot of their income on things that go down in value. They wear their wealth, right? They drive their wealth. Expensive cars, shoes, clothes, and they look rich on the outside, but they're really broke. And quite frankly, it eats up most, if not all, of their income doing these things. Okay, next, people with a wealthy mindset believe problems or challenges are a way of life, and they aren't overly stressed by having to solve these issues on a regular basis. They just know that this is a part of life and you're going to have to deal with something, every day, or at least almost every day. People with sort of this poor mindset, they are overwhelmed by the challenges, even like normal daily challenges, and they always look to be bailed out in one way or another. Listen, the truth is, no one owes you anything. People have their own situations to deal with, and they can't continually support another person, another adult, right? And so, what you need to do is you need to get out of this mindset that where you're always overwhelmed by the challenges, and quite frankly, you should expect a challenge on some level because that's just kind of how life is. People with a wealthy mindset continue to learn from people, from books, and from situations, and they just learning about a variety of ways because they believe you can never have all of the answers in life. So they have this sort of open mentality that allows them to just process information and learn from other people's situations to make themselves and the people that they care about in their circle better. People with a poor mentality, they really think that they know it all. They think they have all the answers and they can't be told anything. And so they have this sort of closed mindset and they're not open to feedback. They're not open to constructive criticism or any of those types of things. And those people really have a poor mentality and they really either don't get ahead or they really stunt their own growth and progress in life. And last, the wealthy mentality people surround themselves with people who can uplift them, challenge them, and make them better. Right? Those are the kind of people they have sort of in their, sort of like their mastermind groups that I like to call it. People with a poor mindset surround themselves with people who are agreeable, sort of these yes men and yes women. Someone who is also miserable and will always agree with their decisions, no matter how jacked up they are. So listen, if you don't have a friend who questions some of your ideas and decisions, you are missing out on a learning opportunity and a chance to grow and be better. So how can you improve your mindset? So if you lean more towards the poverty mentality, how can you sort of, index back more towards sort of this great wealth mentality that really helps you? So I have about 5 things I want to share with you really quickly. First of all, you need some goals. I don't care if these goals are financial, personal, or related to your health. If you are just wandering through life with no focus on anything, life will absolutely beat you all the way down. Set small goals, set big goals, short term goals, and long term goals, but you need something to sort of focus you and give you something to sort of aim for and drive towards. Next thing is be patient and have some discipline. Good things take time to come to fruition. So be realistic about that. It's not going to happen overnight, and be okay with the fact that it will take some time to reach these goals. Be patient and have some discipline. If you fall off the wagon, just get back on it. It happens. Next thing is believe that failure is an opportunity to learn. I read somewhere that your achievements are results of what you learned when you failed, and I truly believe that. You are literally standing on top of all of your failures anytime you reach a goal and you are successful. The next thing is listen, choose to be positive. You know, a healthy attitude and mentality carries us a long way, and it's actually better for your health. There are studies that show this. So, whether you want to believe it or not, it's a choice you make every day. It's not what happens to us, it's about how we handle it. So, make the choice to choose to be positive. And the last thing is realize that you will have to work on something every day. We spend a lot of time not doing anything that is productive. So surely we can take a little bit of time to work on some things that are going to help us get better. So you should be working on something related to your life, your wealth, or your health every day. So that's it. I don't have very much more to add in my closing other than what I shared in those slides that we just went through. Listen, life throws a lot at us. So I invite you to reflect on your mindset about how you handle all things in life, not just your money and the things we talk about on this particular channel. But what's your mindset about a lot of things? So I know I personally have a very open and wealth-oriented mindset when it comes to a lot of things, but then there are some things in my life where I have a very poor or poverty-like mindset, and I've been working on those things. That's what encouraged me to actually do this video, because I know some of you probably have the same thing. You're very open and wealth oriented in terms of your mindset when it comes to certain things, and then with other things you're just very pessimistic about those things. So I invite you to try and slowly find ways to have a very healthy and wealth oriented mindset about all things. Remember this: you can achieve much greater things than where you are today if you're willing to put in the work. Conceive it, believe it, then achieve it. I'll see you on the next video. Subscribe to the channel.